Hello students, good morning to everyone. This is M. Bujjibabu, working as a chemistry lecturer in Vignan Cooperative Junior College, Vadlamudi. Today's our topic is solutions. So in previous video, we detailed explained about the chapter of solutions. So it belongs to physical chemistry of intermediate second year chapter. So in that solution chapter, we discussed many of the topics. First one, what is meant by solution and what are concentration terms of the solution. And next one, concept of the solubility. So what is meant by solubility? So what is the solubility of solids in liquids and what is the solubility of gases in liquids? Everything we learned. And next another topic is vapor pressure. How can we calculate the vapor pressure of the given solution? So to the calculation of the vapor pressure of the solution, there are two types of solutions are there. First case, the vapor pressure of solids in liquids, and second case, the vapor pressure of liquid in liquid type of solution, and some related problems. So especially we focused on two important laws regarding last videos. First one Henry's law and second one Raoult's law. Henry's law in case of solubility of gas in liquid, Raoult's law in case of vapor pressure of liquid type of solution. There are two important statements for Raoult's law. Raoult's law for volatile solute and Raoult's law for non-volatile solute. Raoult's law for volatile solute is the partial vapor pressure of a solution is directly proportional to mole fraction of the solvent. Raoult's law for if the solution contains a non-volatile solute, the partial vapor pressure of a component which is present in that solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction. For example, in given solution, the component A present, partial pressure of component Pa directly proportional to its mole fraction psi A. Therefore, Pa is equal to Pa naught is psi A. Here Pa naught is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. For the component B, Pb directly proportional to psi b. Pb is equal to Pb naught psi b. Pb naught is the vapor pressure of the component in pure state. And the related problems we already did in previous videos. In this video, we are going to a new topic regarding to the solution chapter. So that is ideal solution and non-ideal solution. Okay, once we look the contents which are present in this video are, what are the important contents present in this video are, first one, ideal and non-ideal solution. Ideal and non-ideal solution. So ideal and non-ideal solution. For the given solution, what are the important characteristics if the solution is said to be ideal or non-ideal? You know that very well in intermediate first year in the chapter of states of matter, gas A state, there is a ideal gas and real gas. You know very well how can we determine the given gas is ideal gas or real gas. So in intermediate second year in this particular chapter, if the given solution is ideal solution or non-ideal solution. So what are the important characteristics regarding to the ideal solution and non-ideal solution? So for the given solution, we have to estimate the given solution is said to be ideal. So it follows the Raoult's law over entire range of concentration. That is known to be ideal solution. In case of non-ideal solution, the vapor pressure of the solution is not measured at entire range of concentration. That is said to be non-ideal solution. Really, there is no particular ideal solution in the universe. Here there is some important instructions or characteristics which are implemented to the ideal solution. Everything we are going to learn in this video. And next one, positive deviation. So what is meant by positive deviation? If the solution exhibit a positive deviation, so again non-ideal solutions can be classified into two types: the solutions which exhibit positive deviation and the solutions which exhibit negative deviation. So come to the positive deviation. For the given solution, how can we estimate the solution exhibit a positive deviation? The vapor pressure of the solution is higher than predicted by the Raoult's law, then the solution exhibit a positive deviation. And then what are the important characteristics applied to the solution which is exhibit a positive deviation? And what are the important characteristics regarding to the positive deviation? And next one, negative deviation. What is meant by negative deviation? In which conditions the given solution which exhibit a negative deviation? As like positive deviation, here also the solution, the vapor pressure of the solution is lower than the predicted by Raoult's law, then the solution exhibited negative deviation. And what are the important characteristics and satisfactory conditions regarding to the solution which is exhibited negative deviation? Everything we are going to learn in this video. And next important topic is azeotropes. Azeotropes. So this is regarding to the solution chapter. So what is meant by azeotropes? Azeotropes are nothing but binary mixture of liquids which have same composition in liquid state and vapor state, and their composition does not change even though we are doing fractional distillation for that binary mixtures. Therefore azeotropes are binary liquids which have same composition in liquid phase and vapor phase at constant temperature. They boils at constant temperature. So basing on this property, these azeotropic mixtures cannot be separated. And next one, related problems and important questions. Some related problems and important questions regarding these particular chapters, particular concept. So some previous JEE main questions and previous MCET questions which are already given in past examinations. We are going to discuss about that problems and some important questions regarding concept of the ideal and non-ideal solution, and concept of the positive and negative deviation, and concept of the azeotropes. Here one important thing you have to remember, many of the questions from the chapter asked, at least one questions asked in JEE main pattern. So here you have to identify clarify the pattern of the questions by two ways. First one is, if some of the questions are asked by conceptual questions and some of the questions from numerical part. So you have to remember one thing, most probably many of the questions asked from different concepts. For example, one of the question given in 2020 JEE main from positive deviation and negative deviation concept. We have to answer that questions. It is compulsory you have the thoroughly content regarding that topic. If you are going to solve a theoretical concept question, you have to recognize the question given from which concept. So many of the students having conflict to solve the theoretical questions because they don't have any command on the particular concept. To solving the theoretical questions, especially in chemistry, 75% came from theoretical concept and 35 questions came from numerical problems. The students who have the capable to solve these theoretical questions, the students who have the commitment or command on particular concept. So we have to see very clearly, the question is very seen. Oh, this question from solution chapter, this question from solid state. So this is very easy to us. But when we are going to solve that particular question, if you don't have any particular idea, it is very difficult than a numerical problem. Many of the students troubling to solve this type of theoretical questions because they don't have thoroughly knowledge on particular concept. So students, we have to solve the theoretical questions not only in this solution chapter or in any chapter. That's why we have to thoroughly understand the concept regarding to particular concept, particular chapter or particular concept. So this is keep in our mind. Next come to the concept ideal and non-ideal solution. What are ideal solutions and what are non-ideal solutions? So look at the definition. Solutions which obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration are known as ideal solution. So this is the definition of the ideal solution. The solutions which obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration that are known as ideal solutions. So if the given solution is said to be ideal, so what is the definition for ideal solution? The solution which obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration are said to be ideal solutions. So as earlier I mentioned, there is no ideal solution in the universe, but in some drastic conditions the solutions can be act as a ideal behavior, like some of the gases have ideal character. Really there is no real gases. As similar as here also, there is no particular ideal solution, but some drastic conditions the given solutions can be act as a ideal behavior. So therefore for the given solution, it having the ideal character, it must be satisfied the solution which obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration, that is known as ideal solution. That solutions are said to be ideal solutions. So look at the characteristics. So what are the characteristics regarding to the ideal solution? What are the characteristics regarding to the ideal solution? The first characteristic regarding to the ideal solution is AB molecular interaction forces is similar to the AA and BB interaction forces. You have to remember one thing, for given solution, you know that very well, solution is a homogeneous mixture. In intermediate level, we are studied about binary solution. Binary solution means mainly it consisting of two components. What are they? Solvent. First one solvent and second one solute. Solvent is a major component which is present in the solution, and solute is a minor component presenting in the given solution. Here I mentioned solvent with a letter A. I mentioned solute with a letter B. So between the solvent and solute molecules are present in the given solution. If there is a possibility, there are three types of interactions are present between the solvent molecules and solute molecules. The first one, the interaction takes place between the AA interaction, the interaction between the solvent and solvent molecules, and second one, the interaction between the solute molecules, that is BB interaction, and interaction between the AB molecules, the interaction between the solvent molecules and solute molecules. Therefore, if the solution is said to be ideal solution, AB molecular interaction forces is similar to the AA and BB interaction molecules. Here A means solvent, B means solute particles. B means solute particles. That means the molecular interactions between the solvent and solute is similar to the AA means solvent-solvent interactions. BB means solute-solute interactions. So this is the first general characteristics regarding to the ideal solution, that is AB interaction is equal to AA interaction and BB interaction. It is nothing but the intermolecular forces between the solvent and solute is similar to the solvent-solvent and solute-solute interactions. And come to the next characteristic property. So what is that regarding to the ideal solution? Next characteristic property is there is no change in volume upon mixing the liquids. The volume of mixing of the two components is equal to 0. So this indicates if delta H, delta V mix is equal to 0. Delta V mix is equal to 0. Here delta V mix is equal to 0 means the change in the volume of components to form a solution, that is equal to 0. There is no change in volume upon mixing the liquids. The volume of mixing of the two components is equal to 0. So for the condition of the ideal solution, delta V mix is equal to 0. That means the change in the volume of components which are forming a solution, that is equal to 0. And the next important point is enthalpy of mixing of two components is equal to 0. Next third point, enthalpy of mixing of two components is equal to 0. Enthalpy of mixing of two components is equal to, it indicated by delta H mix is equal to 0. Delta H mix is equal to 0. The change in the enthalpy of two components which are forming a solution, that is also is equal to 0. It indicated by delta H mix is equal to 0. Generally delta H means the change in the enthalpy when the formation of the solution by two components. That means if delta H mix is equal to 0, that means the amount of the heat absorbed or the amount of the heat evolved is same. Therefore delta H mix is equal to 0. That is another condition for the general characteristics of the solid solution, ideal solution. And next one, total vapor pressure above the solution is equal to the sum of the partial pressure of the components. This is another important point. Total vapor pressure above the solution. The vapor pressure which is possessed by the solution is always equal to the sum of the partial pressure of the components. For example, P is equal to PA plus PB. P is equal to PA plus PB. Here P is the total vapor pressure exerted by the solution and PA is the partial pressure of component A and PB is the partial pressure of component B. Therefore, if the solution is said to be ideal solution, the total pressure which is exerted by the given solution is equal to sum of the partial pressure of each components which are presenting in the given solution, that is nothing but a solvent and solute. That is nothing but solvent and solute. So once we have to look at this graph, in this graph on x-axis I have to take mole fraction, on y-axis I have to take vapor pressure. Then we have to draw a graph for xi A, component A. A means a solvent, you know that very well. In our solution chapter, solvent is a major component, that's why solvent is represented by capital A and solute is represented by capital B. In the numbering, solvent given by the value 1, in case of solute given by the value 2. For xi A is equal to 1 for component A, that is solvent, and xi B is equal to 0, the graph is a straight line like this. In case of xi A is equal to 0 and xi B is equal to 1, the graph will be straight line from this one. Here partial pressure, this is for component A and this is for component B. Therefore its partial vapor pressure is equal to PA naught and its partial vapor pressure is equal to PB naught. The total pressure exerted by the solution P is equal to PA naught plus PB naught. I already mentioned about that. That is equal to P is equal to PA plus PB. The total pressure exerted by the solution is equal to sum of the partial pressure of each component, that is equal to solvent and solute. So these are all the general characteristics regarding to the ideal solution. First one, what is the general characteristic? First characteristic is AB interaction is equal to AA interaction and BB interaction. And second one, delta H mix is equal to 0. Delta H mix is equal to 0. And next one, delta V mix is equal to 0. And third one, total pressure P is equal to PA plus PB. So these are the components, the given solution which exhibited by as ideal solution, that must be follow these conditions. The interaction between the solvent and solute is equal to interaction between solvent and solvent, solute and solute. Delta H mix is equal to 0. Change in the enthalpy of mixing of two components is equal to 0. Delta V mix is equal to 0. Change in the volume of two components to form a solution is equal to 0. The total pressure exerted by the solution is equal to sum of the partial pressure of each component. So these are all the important characteristics regarding to the ideal solution. And next one, the best examples are N-hexane and N-heptane. N-hexane and N-heptane. N-hexane and N-heptane. And next one, benzene and toluene. Next one, benzene and toluene. Benzene and toluene. So these are all the best example for the solutions which are exhibiting ideal character. And come to the next one, non-ideal solution. After knowing the concept of the ideal solution, what is meant by non-ideal solution? So what is the definition for non-ideal solution? So this is the definition for the non-ideal solution. The solution which do not obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration are called non-ideal solution. Ideal solution means the solution which obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration, but in case of non-ideal solution, the solution which does not obey Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration, that is non-ideal solution. If the solution is said to be non-ideal, so that is it is not a ideal solution, that is said to be non-ideal solution. So what are the general characteristics regarding to the non-ideal solution? So the general characteristics regarding this non-ideal solution is AB interaction is not equal to AA interaction and BB interaction. That means the interaction between the solvent and solute molecules is not equal to the interaction between the solvent molecules and solute molecules. And next important point is delta H mix not equal to 0. Delta H mix not equal to 0. That means the change in the enthalpy of two components to form a solution, that is not equal to 0. And next one, delta V mix not equal to 0. That means the change in the volume of components which form a solution, it does not equal to 0. Not equal to 0. And last important point is P not equal to PA naught plus PB naught. That means the total pressure which is exerted by the given solution is not equal to sum of the partial pressure of the each component presenting in that solution. In a simple way, I concluded that the properties which are not exhibited by ideal solution, that is non-ideal solution. So the properties of the non-ideal solutions are reverse to the ideal solution. And next important topic is solution showing positive deviation. Solution showing positive deviation. Generally, the solution which exhibit a non-ideal solution, the non-ideal solution can be exhibited by two ways. First one, the solutions which are exhibiting positive deviation, and second one, the solutions which are exhibiting negative deviation. So come to the first one, solutions showing positive deviation. So what is the definition for the positive deviation? What is meant by positive deviation? The solution whose vapor pressure is higher than vapor pressure predicted by Raoult's law, then the solution show positive deviation. So this is a very important condition if the given solution exhibit positive deviation. The solution whose vapor pressure is higher than the predicted by Raoult's law. The vapor pressure of the solution is higher than the predicted by Raoult's law, then the solution exhibit positive deviation. And this is the graph regarding to the positive deviation. First we have the conditions which are exhibited by this one. The first condition is AB interaction is weaker than AB interaction is weaker than AB interaction is weaker than AA interaction and BB interaction. You know that very well. What is meant by AB? The interaction between the solvent and solute, are weaker than the interaction between the solvent molecules and solute molecules. So what happens when the interaction is weaker in case of solvent and solute molecules? In case of solvent and solute molecules, here important thing is the interaction between the solvent and solute, it takes place when the weaker bond is present between the solvent and solute molecules. Therefore, when the breaking of that bond, automatically more number of solvent molecules as well as solute molecules are evaporated. Therefore, if the more number of molecules are evaporated, the pressure which is possessed by them is also increases. That's why the vapor pressure of the solution is higher. This is a very important point. When which condition the solution exhibited possess high vapor pressure means if the AB interaction is weaker, that means the interaction present between the solvent and solute molecules, there is a weaker interaction, like weaker bond present between the solvent and solute molecules. When we are giving some temperature, automatically the bond present between the solvent and solute can easily broken. Automatically both the solvent molecules and the solute molecules are evaporated. If the more number of molecules are evaporated, the pressure possessed by them is also be increases. Therefore, the vapor pressure of the solution is higher than predicted by the Raoult's law. This is the condition number 1. And next condition is delta H mix is always greater than 0. In case of positive deviation, the change in the enthalpy of mixing of two components which form a solution is always greater than 0. That is the delta H mix greater than 0. Our next important thing is delta V mix greater than 0. Delta V mix greater than 0. This means the change in the volume of two components which form a solution is always greater than 0 in case of the positive deviation which is exhibited by the given solution. Delta H mix greater than 0 and delta V mix greater than 0. So this is a best example for the solution which is possess positive deviation. So once you look at this graph, in this graph we have to take mole fraction on x-axis and y-axis vapor pressure. For component 1, xi A is equal to 1, xi B is equal to 0. Xi A means mole fraction of that particular component for component A. So this is the particular graph for this one. This is a straight line. So in case of positive deviation, the vapor pressure of the solution will be increases. That's why we have to draw an upward curve on this line. And come to the second component xi b. Xi a is equal to 0, xi b is equal to 1. For this second component, this is the curve for vapor pressure. So to increase the vapor pressure of the given solution, we have to draw an upward curve. Therefore, the resulting curve, the vapor pressure which is possessed by the solution, indicated by P is equal to PA naught plus PB. So this is the resulting curve from component A and component B. This is the resulting curve. P is equal to PA plus PB. From the definition of the ideal solution, the vapor pressure of the solution exhibited by the solution is equal to sum of the partial pressure of the components. So in case of positive deviation, the vapor pressure of the solution is higher. That's why for component A and for component B, and the vapor pressure possessed by the solution, in three curves we have to draw an upward curve. That indicates the vapor pressure of the solution is higher. Therefore, the given solution exhibits a positive deviation. So next one, solution showing negative deviation. So the definition for the solution showing negative deviation is the solution whose vapor pressure is lower than vapor pressure predicted by Raoult's law is said to be negative deviation. The vapor pressure of the solution which is lower than the predicted by Raoult's law, then the solution is said to be possess a negative deviation. If the vapor pressure of the solution is higher than predicted by Raoult's law, that is a solution exhibit positive deviation. In case of the vapor pressure of the solution is very lower compared to the vapor pressure of the Raoult's law, then solution exhibit negative deviation. So the drastic conditions regarding to the negative deviation means AA and BB interactions are weaker than AB interaction. The interaction present between the solvent molecules and solute molecules are weaker than AB interaction. That means the interaction present between the solvent and solute molecules. You notice that a very important thing, the interaction between the both solvent molecules and solute molecules. Therefore, when we are giving some temperature, automatically the bond present between them broken. Therefore, even though solvent molecules are evaporated or solute molecules are evaporated, but both molecules are not evaporated, because here AB bond is stronger than AA and BB. Here AA and BB bond is a weaker bond. That's why if the only solvent molecules are evaporated or solute molecules are evaporated, therefore very less number of molecules are evaporated. That's why if the lesser number of molecules are evaporated, then automatically the pressure possessed by them is also be less. So that indicates the vapor pressure of the solution is lower than predicted by the Raoult's law. That indicates the given solution which exhibit negative deviation. And next, another condition is delta H mix less than 0. Delta H mix less than 0. That means the change in the enthalpy of mixing of two components to form a solution is less than 0. And next condition, delta V mix less than 0. Delta V mix less than 0. The change in the volume of two components which form a solution is always less than 0. The solution exhibit a negative deviation. So these are all some conditions regarding to the given solution which is exhibited by negative deviation. So once you look at the graph, on x-axis we have to take mole fraction, and y-axis we have to take vapor pressure. So this is for component xi1 is equal to 0, xi2 is equal to 1. For component 1, this is the curve for vapor pressure P1. So this is for component 2, vapor pressure P2. The resulting vapor pressure of the solution, this is the resulting P is equal to PA plus PB. So in case of negative deviation, the solution vapor pressure is very less. Therefore, the vapor pressure of the solution is lower compared to the predicted by the Raoult's law. That's why we have to draw a downward curve. For this is the downward curve for component 1, and this is the downward curve for component 2, and this is the downward curve for resulting vapor pressure of the solution. Okay. In case of positive deviation, the vapor pressure of the solution is more. That's why we are drawn upward curves. In case of negative deviation, the vapor pressure of the solution is always less. That's why we have to turn downward curve for individual components and a resulting curve for the total vapor pressure of the solution. So best example for this one is HCl and water. HNO3 and water. So this is about the negative deviation. Come to the next concept. Azeotropes are constant boiling mixtures. This is another topic. What are azeotropes are constant boiling mixtures. So look at the definition. The mixture of liquids which boil at a constant temperature like a pure liquid and possess same composition of the components in liquid as well as in vapor phase. This is the definition for the azeotropes. Azeotropes are nothing but mixture of liquids which boil at a constant temperature, okay, like a pure liquids and possess the same composition that particular components in liquids as well as in vapor phase. That means here azeotropes are nothing but mixture of liquids which have boil at a constant temperature. They boil at a constant temperature and they have the same composition in liquid phase and as well as vapor phase. This is the definition for the azeotropes. And next important point regarding to the azeotropes are also called constant boiling mixtures. Azeotropes are also called as constant boiling mixtures because whole of the azeotrope changes in a vapor state at constant temperature and their components cannot be separated by fractional distillation. This is a very important point regarding to the azeotropes. Azeotropes are called as constant boiling mixtures because whole of the azeotrope changes in a vapor state at a constant temperature. Okay, azeotrope changes in a vapor state at a constant temperature, only changes at constant temperature, and their components cannot be separated by even fractional distillation because they boils at a constant temperature. Our next important point regarding to the azeotropes, classification of azeotropes. Azeotropes can be classified by two ways. First one, minimum boiling azeotropes, and second one, maximum boiling azeotropes. After knowing the definition of the azeotrope and the condition for the azeotrope, and next, azeotropes can be classified into two types: minimum boiling azeotropes and maximum boiling azeotropes. So look at the definitions for that one. A minimum boiling azeotrope, the definition for the minimum boiling azeotrope, a minimum boiling azeotrope is a solution definite composition which boils at a definite temperature which is lower than the boiling point both the components of the solution. A minimum boiling azeotrope is a solution of definite composition which boils at a definite temperature which is lower than the boiling point of the both components of the solution. This is the definition for the minimum boiling azeotropes. Minimum boiling azeotropes are boils at a definite temperature and which is lower than the boiling point of individual components of that solution. And next important thing is the definition for minimum boiling azeotrope is the solution which show a large positive deviation from Raoult's law to form a minimum boiling azeotrope at a specific composition. The solution which show a large positive deviation from Raoult's law form minimum boiling azeotrope at a specific composition, that is known as minimum boiling azeotrope. Example, water and ethanol mixture. Water and ethanol mixture forms a minimum boiling azeotrope at 95.6 mass percent of alcohol. This is a definition for the minimum boiling azeotrope. Come to the next definition, maximum boiling azeotrope. So what is meant by maximum boiling azeotrope? A maximum boiling azeotrope is a solution of definite composition which boils at a temperature higher than the boiling point of the both components of the solution. So in case of maximum boiling by azeotropes, it also having a definite composition and boils at a temperature higher than the boiling point of both components of the solution. The solution which show a large negative deviation from Raoult's law. The solution which show a large negative deviation from Raoult's law form maximum boiling azeotrope at a specific composition. So this is a definition for the specific composition for maximum boiling azeotrope. The solution which show a large negative deviation from Raoult's law is said to be maximum boiling azeotrope. This is about the minimum boiling azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope. The solution which show a large positive deviation is to form minimum boiling azeotrope. The solution which show a large negative deviation from Raoult's law to form a maximum boiling azeotrope. So this is about the example for this one is example water and HCl system forms a maximum boiling azeotrope at 20.3 mass percent of HCl. Just we have to see some related problems regarding to this one particular chapter. These questions are from previous JEE main questions and MSET questions regarding this particular ideal solution and non-ideal solution and concept of the azeotropes mixtures. So look at this one. Liquid A and B form an ideal solution in the entire composition range. At 350 K, the vapor pressure of pure A and pure B are 7 into 10 power 3 Pascal and 12 into 10 power 3 Pascal respectively. The composition of the vapor in equilibrium with a solution containing 40 mole percent of A at this temperature is. So this is a given question for you. In the given solution there are two components for component A and component B and their pressures also given and 40 mole percent of A is given. Then we have to calculate the mole fraction of that components in vapor phase. So write the first component. Okay, this is the component A and this is the component B. For component A, what is the pressure given here? Pure state PA naught is equal to 7 into 10 power 3 Pascal. For component B, PB naught is equal to what is that? 12 into 10 power 3 Pascal. So 40 mole percent of component A. 40 mole percent means this mole fraction Xi A is equal to 0.4. Mole fraction of Xi B is equal to 0.6. You know that very well. Xi A plus Xi B is equal to 1. Xi A plus Xi B is equal to 1. Sum of the mole fraction of the components is equal to 1. So for given here 40 mole percent of A means its mole fraction is equal to 0.4. So from the mole fraction of component A we have to calculate mole fraction of component B 0.6. So 1 minus 0.4 is equal to 0.6. Therefore we have to calculate total pressure. P is equal to PA naught Xi A, PA naught Xi A and PB naught Xi B. So what is the PA naught value? 7 into 3. Xi A means 0.4 plus what is meant by PB naught value? 12 into 10 power 3 into Xi B means 0.6. So this is equal to 2.8 into 10 power 3 plus 7.2 into 10 power 3. This is equal to 10 into 10 power 3. Okay, 7.2, 2.8, 1.0, that means 1 into 10 power 3. This is equal to, we have to write 1 into 10 power 4 total pressure P. Now we have to calculate the individual mole fractions of them. Therefore, in vapor state, mole fraction of component A in vapor state is equal to PA by P. PA means PA naught is IA by total pressure P. PA naught is IA means what is that? This value. What is that? PA naught is IA means what is the PA naught value? 2.8 into 10 power 3. By P value, total pressure P is equal to 1 into 10 power 4. One time this is equal to 0.28. In case of for component B, Xi B in vapor state, PB by total pressure P. PB means PB naught Xi B by P. What is the value of PB naught Xi B? 7.2 into 10 power 3. 7.2 into 10 power 3 by total pressure P. How much? 1 into 10 power 4. Okay, this is equal to 0.7. So therefore, mole fraction of component A in vapor state 0.28 and mole fraction of component B 0.72. And come to the next question. In a mixture A and B, components show deviation. Components show deviation as delta V mix greater than 0, delta V less than 0. AB interaction is weaker than A and BB interaction. AB interaction is stronger than A and BB interaction. In a mixture A and B, components show, that means the negative deviation is the what is missing, negative deviation. Since the solution given which is exhibited by negative deviation means what are the condition? In case of negative deviation, negative deviation means AB interaction not equal to AA interaction and BB interaction. Okay. Next one, delta H mix less than 0, and next one, delta V mix less than 0. Delta V mix less than 0. Therefore, this is the right answer. Delta V mix less than 0. That condition, the solution exhibit negative deviation. So come to the next question. If liquids A and B form an ideal solution, if liquids A and B form ideal solution, what are the favorable statement? Statement 1, the enthalpy of mixing is equal to 0. Second one, the free energy of mixing is 0. Third one, the free energy as well as entropy of mixing are 0. Fourth one, the enthalpy of mixing and change in volume of mixing is 0. So this is the condition for ideal solution. So what are the condition for ideal solution? AB interaction is equal to AA interaction and BB interaction. Delta H mix is equal to 0 and delta V mix is equal to 0. That means the interaction between the solvent and solute equal to solvent, solute, and delta H mix is equal to 0. Change in the enthalpy of mixing of two components is equal to 0. Delta V mix is equal to 0. Change in the volume of two components is equal to 0. Therefore, this is the right answer. The enthalpy of mixing of and change in the volume of mixing of two components is equal to 0. And come to the another question, that is which of the following liquid pairs shows a positive deviation from Raoult's law? So what are that one? Water and HCl, acetone and chloroform, water and nitric acid, and benzene and methanol. The solution shows positive deviation. You know that what is the condition for positive deviation? If the solution shows positive deviation, the vapor pressure of the solution is higher than predicted by Raoult's law. That is the condition. the vapor pressure of the solution is higher than predicted by Raoult's law, then the solution exhibit positive deviation. If the solution exhibit positive deviation, that having more vapor pressure. If the more vapor pressure is required, more number of molecules are evaporated. In case of benzene and methanol, benzene C6H6 plus methanol, methyl alcohol. If there is a hydrogen bonding is present in methyl alcohol, therefore benzene breaks the bond present between the hydrogen bond and methanol, therefore more number of molecules are evaporated. Therefore, if the more number of molecules are evaporated, the pressure possessed by them is also increases, therefore the solution exhibit positive deviation. And next question, a binary liquid solution is prepared by mixing N-heptane and ethanol. N-heptane and ethanol, which the following statement is correct regarding to the behavior of the solution. N-heptane and ethanol. First one, the solution formed is ideal solution. The solution is non-ideal, showing positive deviation from Raoult's law. The solution is non-ideal, showing negative deviation from Raoult's law. N-heptane shows positive deviation while ethanol shows negative deviation. In case of N-heptane, and ethanol, alcohol, ethyl alcohol. In this also hydrogen bonding is present. The weak intermolecular forces are present between between them. Therefore, more number of molecules are evaporated. If the more number of molecules are evaporated, the pressure possessed by them also increases. That's why the solution shows positive deviation. The solution is non-ideal, shows positive deviation from Raoult's law. This is the correct answer. Solution is non-ideal, showing positive deviation from Raoult's law. And next one, some liquids on mixing. This is a question asked from an IIT exam from Delhi. Some liquids mixing forms azeotropes. What are azeotropes? Azeotropes are binary mixtures. Azeotropes are binary. Azeotropes are binary mixtures. To boil at constant temperature. They have same composition. They have same composition in liquid and vapor phase. In liquid and, this is the exact definition for the azeotrope. Next one, what type of intermolecular attractive interactions exist in the pair of methanol and acetone? Methanol and acetone. Methanol means methyl alcohol, CH3OH. Acetone, it is a ketone, CH3COCH3. So what type of attractive interactions present in between them? So that are both methanol and acetone solvent solute dipole interactions. Solvent solute dipole interactions are present. Solvent solute interactions are present in between the methanol and acetone. And come to the next one. An example of minimum azeotrope is that means minimum boiling azeotrope. We already discussed about what is meant by minimum boiling azeotrope and maximum boiling azeotrope. So what is meant by minimum boiling azeotrope? Once we have to recall, the solution which show a large positive deviation from Raoult's law. The solution which show a large positive deviation from Raoult's law, that is known as minimum boiling azeotrope. In case of benzene and alcohol, ethanol and water, benzene and water and ethyl alcohol. In case of ethanol and water, ethanol means ethyl alcohol, C2H5OH and water means H2O. In case of ethanol and water, it forms a minimum boiling azeotrope. So that means here forming an azeotropic mixture, as ethyl alcohol is a major component, even though the ethyl alcohol cannot be separated by distillation, cannot be separated by fractional distillation, therefore the hydrogen bonding present between them, a large positive addition is available here based on their, due to the weak bond forces, more number of molecules are evaporated. And next one, homogeneous azeotropes exist when the vapor is in equilibrium with. Homogeneous azeotropes exist when the vapor is in equilibrium with single liquid phase, single solid phase, and dual phase and triple phase. Single liquid phase. This is the correct answer. Homogeneous azeotropes are exist when vapor is in equilibrium with the single liquid phase. And final thing is, the azeotrope mixtures of water boiling at 100 degrees centigrade, HCl at 85, boils at a 108.5. When this mixture is distilled, it is possible to obtain. So here in the given solution, azeotrope mixture, water one component, HCl one component, boils at 108.5. When this mixture is distilled, it is possible to obtain pure HCl, pure H2O, pure water as well as pure HCl. Neither HCl nor H2O in their pure state. Neither HCl nor H2O in their pure states. Okay, so this is the right answer. Neither HCl nor H2O in their pure state, because these azeotropic mixtures are boils at constant temperature. Azeotrope mixtures are boil at constant temperature. They cannot be separated. They cannot be separated. They cannot be separated by distillation. They cannot be separated by distillation. Next one, the last thing. An azeotropic solution, two liquids has a boiling point lower than either when it is negative deviation from Raoult's law, shows no deviation from Raoult's law, so positive deviation from Raoult's law, none of these. Azeotropic solution of two liquids has a boiling point lower than, that means it shows a positive deviation. So the vapor pressure of the solution is higher than the predicted by Raoult's law. In case of positive deviation, the vapor pressure of the solution is higher than predicted by Raoult's law, then the solution shows positive deviation. But in case of azeotropic solution, two liquids has boiling point lower than either, it shows positive deviation. In case of the boiling point higher than either, it shows negative deviation. Okay, this is the concept. Okay students, finally I recall once again what we learned in this video, particularly the concept of ideal solution, non-ideal solution, and azeotropic mixture. There are two types of classification: minimum boiling azeotropes and maximum boiling azeotropes. Okay, some related problems asked from previous questions, IIT questions, IIT JEE questions and MCET questions. Okay, thank you students. Thank you very much. Thank you to all.